Hey everyone, and welcome to the Tesla Daily Investor. It is Thursday, the 1st of May 2025. It's around 1:45 here in London, and I'm gonna do my first investment for the day. So this is going to be the only investment of the day, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be investing £500 into my ISA. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invest it into MicroStrategy. They are going to be reporting at the end of the trading day, so hopefully there should be a pop once they've reported their numbers. So before we do that, I'm just going to quickly have a look at the portfolio to see how things are going. So things are kind of stable at the moment. The general investment account is just under 41,000. The stocks and shares ISA is just under 19,000, and the self-invested personal pension is just over 36,500. So there was quite a little bit of a decline in the market yesterday, but then it recovered, and today there should be a pop as well because there's been some really good reports from Meta and MicroStrategy which have strengthened the market. So that's that. So let's drill down and have a look at each individual account. So my general investment account max gain is around 23,500 since inception. Let's have a look at the stocks and shares ISA. So the stocks and shares ISA is lagging behind. It's currently down around £3,500, but it has recovered quite a lot. And now let's have a look at the SIP, self-invested personal pension. So that's up around £3,500. The majority of the gains are coming from, they're all contributing at the moment. So I think with my ISA, I kind of invested when the market was in decline, and then I switched to my SIP when the market was improving a little bit, which is why. So hopefully once the market starts to improve even more, I should start to see gains on my ISA as well, and then my SIP as well, and my general investment account as well. So let's go into the stocks and shares ISA and drill down to the individual companies. So let's have a look at Tesla now. So today, pre-market is flat around 0.26%. I think what investors are looking forward to is the day Tesla puts robo taxis, puts their autonomous ride-hailing taxis on the street in Austin, Texas. So I think all eyes are going to be on that. So if that is a successful launch, it's going to start to increase in price. If it's not a successful launch, then it's obviously going to go down in price. So either way, I'm not too concerned because this is a long-term portfolio and anything could happen. But the long-term goal is that Tesla will be successful as a robo taxi company and an Optimus robotics company as well. So I'm not too concerned with Tesla at the moment. 283 is fine. With MicroStrategy, pre-market is up around 4%. So this one is starting to go up quite a lot. So during its lows, it was around $330, I can remember. Let me just double check that. Yeah, so 237. So it has rallied quite a lot, and I'm just gonna buy my strategy as the moment is to accumulate as many units in MicroStrategy as possible before price increases too much. So I have around 60 shares in MicroStrategy. I'm trying to increase that position to 100 now. So that's what I'm trying to do. If we look at the 3-month movement, we will see it's up around 20%, and maximum is up around 3,200%. It is off the highs and it is off the lows as well, but it's still trading at a discount. So that's what I'm gonna do. And if we look at the next company, which is Nvidia, so we can see Nvidia pre-market is up around 5%. So again, this company is doing really well as well. Last 3 months down around 5%. If we look at the max, it's down from its all-time high. So again, trading at a discount, so it's had a tough time, but again, you know, it's bouncing back now because it is a very strong company. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into my ISA account, which I have done, and then I'm going to go into my account to see how much of my allowance I have remaining in my ISA. So I have 17,350 that I can invest before the end of the tax year, which is going to be next year, April. So I'm going to top up £500 today from my bank account. Yep, so I'm going to go to my bank account now. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that instruction through for my bank account to pay £500 to my brokerage account, which is free trade. So I'm just going over the payment summary. Everything looks fine, so I'm gonna continue. Okay, so that's done. So I'm gonna go back to free trade now. So the top up has arrived, which is excellent. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into MicroStrategy, and then I'm gonna put in a buy order. So we can put pre-market buy orders, which is great because I think it's really gonna pop today. So let's put 500.76, and once I've done this, once I know how many, so I'm only getting 1.68 shares. Yesterday I got 1.74 something, so slowly, because the price is increasing, obviously I'm getting less shares. So I'm gonna put this order through as fast as possible, and then I'm gonna update my holdings as well so you can see what I have. Okay, so I've put this through. I've managed to accumulate 1.68. Just gonna make a note of that. 1.6865 units in MicroStrategy. There is a £1.94 fee, which is annoying. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to my spreadsheet and just update this with my latest. So I'm going to add 1.6865, 1.6865. So this spreadsheet shows my entire holding, like every I have a few brokerage accounts like eToro and Plus 500. So this takes into account all the units that I hold. My family have ISA accounts. They have junior ISA accounts, junior SIP accounts. So we kind of, this kind of shows everything that we own in terms of Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia. So as you can see, after today's purchase, MicroStrategy is around 61.6588 shares. Just to let you know that I'm expecting tax relief on my SIP, so hopefully that's going to come through soon. So when that does come through, I'm going to be buying more MicroStrategy. Tesla is just over 450 shares, and Nvidia is around 34 shares, just over. So my target is to get to 500 shares in Tesla, 200 shares in MicroStrategy, and 34 shares in Nvidia. So hopefully I'm going to get there. I'm going to keep on investing like this every day. I'm going to try and put £500 every day the stock market is open, and slowly but surely I'm going to reach this position. So I've updated that. I'm just going to go back into my brokerage account to see how things stand. So if I go back to my portfolio, I can see that general investment account just under 41k, stocks and shares just under 20k, and my SIP just over or just under 37k. So everything is going in the right direction. I did a calculation on Grok today, and in dollar terms my portfolio stands around $160,000. So it's going in the right direction. For anyone who's new to my YouTube channel, my ultimate goal is to build a portfolio worth $1 million. So I'm around $160,000 there. So I've got a long way to go, but hopefully I'm going in the right direction. So obviously my long-term goal is to hit $1 million, but I have 4 rules that I'm going to use to get me there. So the first rule is that I am a long-term investor. So I invest for the long term. So anything that I buy now, I'm not going to sell it for the next 5 years, and I'm going to try and keep it for at least 10 years. So I'm a very, very long-term investor. So that's rule number 1. Second rule is I'm a very aggressive investor. So I try to invest at least £300 to £500 every day. So every day the market is open, I try to deploy £500 into Tesla, MicroStrategy, or Nvidia. And my third rule is I'm a very volatile investor. So I invest in highly volatile companies like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia. So, I know what to expect from these companies. So tomorrow it could more than double, or, it could more than halve in a matter of a week or two. So I'm fully expecting that. So when it does halve in value, I'm going to buy more units. When it goes up in value, I'm just going to be happy. But obviously I'm going to have to buy units which are more expensive. So I'm not too concerned about that. I'm a volatile investor. I'm used to it. I believe in these companies. So hopefully it's gonna, get to 1 million sooner than later. And finally, I'm a very tax efficient investor. So I always try to maximize the family ISA. I always try to maximize the family SIPs as well. And then whatever's left over, I will put it in the general investment account. And I'm going to try and use these 4 rules to get to £1 million as soon as possible. So yeah, so that's my strategy. Follow me on my journey. I have about 1,000 subscribers at the moment. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So follow me on my journey. See, if I can get to $1 million. See, if I can keep this up, see what happens. Like, if the portfolio halves in value, see if I can, remain steadfast and patient and, get through it. And also see what happens when, things start to get very good. Like I reach 250,000 or even 500,000. So, psychology goes both ways. So you have to see how you react when things go up and how things go down. But I think, I'm just going to remain patient. I'm just going to use the 4 rules until I reach $1 million. So that's it for today. Join me tomorrow for another portfolio update, and also see if I can invest another £500 into the stock market. So that's it for today. I will catch you tomorrow. Have a great and productive day. Thank